Ah, hello everybody. Welcome to the another edition of the Inside View tonight. Um, I hope you've all had a wonderful day. Today is Sunday, and Sunday, as usual, is a relaxing day for everybody. So tonight, before we start this program, I want you to share this link, subscribe to my channel, the Inside View with Nana, and also, subscribe and also turn on the notification button so that anytime I post new videos, you'll be notified. I would say thank you so much for your continued support. Wherever you're watching me from, either on Facebook, on YouTube, or my own page, the Inside View with Nana, I welcome you back, to tonight's episode. Tonight's episode is so going to be so empowering and so revealing because I have a young lady, I'll say two ladies here tonight with me, who are going to share with us, their business success story. And what, this lady has done is so amazing. And I'll say so fantastic. And the whole world should commend her for what she's done because her business is so eco-friendly. I'll read what her business is all about. Her business is called Mending Papers. The name actually speaks for itself. Mending business is a business venture which uses eco-friendly, cheap, and easy to access raw materials and turns them into customizable paper bags. That's all the company is all about. I don't want to say too much. I'm just going to allow my entrepreneur for tonight to tell us, so much about her business and how far she's come. So for tonight, on the show, I have with me Joana Ama Arthur. And as a business, woman, she thought, teamwork is everything. So she said, Nana, I'm not coming alone. I'm coming with one of my ladies. And she's also here tonight, and she's called Ivy. So ladies, welcome to the Inside View.
Thank you, Nana.
Hi, Nana.
Hello. Hello, Ivy, and hello, Joanne. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you. And, before we start, could you please tell us a bit about yourselves? So I'll start with Ama. Could you please tell us a bit about yourself?
Okay. My name is Joana Ama Arthur. I'm a Ghanaian, born and bred in Takwa. Takwa is a mining community in the western region of Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a first of 5 siblings.
Okay.
And I'm an entrepreneur.
Wow.
Entrepreneur, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Ivy, do you want us to tell us something about yourself as well? Because you cannot just be sat today, not not talking. So if you can actually tell us something about yourself also.
Yeah. My name is Ivy Ama Arthur.
Oh, okay. Are you also from the Arthur family?
Yeah, we are both from the Arthur family. Yes.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Also born and bred in Tapa. Also a Ghanaian, and I am the first of 5 siblings as well.
Sister Penny. That's amazing. We've heard about mending papers. What is mending, business all about? Tell us a little bit, about your business. Not the process, but what mending, papers is all about. I know I've said something briefly, but I want it to come from you. What mending business is all about, please.
Okay. Mending papers. I started this as a research.
Okay.
I wanted to, in 2018, I wanted to do something about waste management. Yeah. I wanted to do something about waste management. So I started the research to go into something else that we can use for making paper, aside trees, aside any other thing that we know that is commonly used for making papers. So I came across plantain stem or banana stem.
Mhm.
Yeah, I came across plantain stem or banana stem, and it got my interest. It got my interest. So I decided to do a further research. So from 2018 up to now is the research. Then beginning of this year, when we started in, as the research was going on, we started introducing the product to other people. I'll show it to people and they'll recommend it. They'll encourage me. Oh, you are doing a great thing. So continue with what you are doing. Um, so I decided that, oh, okay, if that's the case, I'll use this as a business. I'll use it as a business. So that's how we started with the mending papers.
Like waste. Um, I would say choking the country. Like especially in Ghana, people are talking about, there's so much waste, there's so much, garbage, in the, I would say like in our communities, on our roads, marketplaces, and stuff like that.
Mm.
What actually prompted you to, come up with this idea? Because obviously, um, I don't know whether you're a science student or not, but then what really interested you to come up with this idea? Because, before that, I would actually, want to commend you for, coming up with this laudable, I would say project. You know what I mean? Because we have the youth now talking about no jobs, no jobs for us. But then you doing something amazing with the waste. You know what I mean? Trying to create employment also for people. So on that one, I would like to say well done for coming up with such a beautiful like business idea. So in your head, what was actually going through your mind? What actually motivated you to come up with this idea?
Um, when I started the research, I came across a lot of items, a lot of things that we can use the plantain stem for.
Mm-hmm.
So the people got my attention because we were looking at something that, to create something that is environmental friendly, biodegradable,
Yeah. Okay.
something that, yeah, biodegradable. That's also one of the reasons why it caught my attention, because when you use the paper and it falls into on the ground, it doesn't take long for it
Right.
to rot. So
Okay.
that's what got my attention, that, well, if that's the case, I'll start using it to make bags. Yeah, that's how come. So it's not only the bags that we use it for other things, but the bag was the main focus. But aside the bags, we can use it for other things.
Oh wow! I mean, it's so amazing. What you're doing is so amazing. So Ivy, if I can come to you, because obviously I know your sister might have sat down with you to actually bring out this business. So I would say um, the both of you, have actually thought, outside the box, because it's not easy to think of, you know, bringing all these ways together, let alone trying to make something out of it. So, how did you come up with making the fix? How did you come up by the name? How did you come up with the name?
Okay. You remember she said in 2008 we started the
Mm-hmm.
research.
Mm-hmm.
In 2008, there was a 2018. Sorry, there was a shake-up in our life,
Okay.
and we needed to mend our life. So
Okay.
when she came up with the idea that there's so many plantain stems around, it rains and it just falls, it's just on the ground, nothing is happening, and we could use it for the paper.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just joking. So how are we going to name the company? And she just goes like, mending, mending papers. And it really, really fit into what we were going through at that time because we really needed to mend our life. I mean, we couldn't always depend on somebody giving us jobs all the time. We
Yeah.
had to take things into our own hands. So The name just speaks for itself. We were mending our life, hence the name Mending Papers. Yes.
Wow, wow, this is amazing. You know, anyone that has really actually joining, I want you to continue to share this link, share, and share, please, because this interview um, cannot be much better than the previous ones that I've done. You know what I mean? This is so amazing. I'm so passionate about tonight's interview, and any investors out there wanting to invest into any business in Ghana, this is a very loud call. Business is eco-friendly, and it doesn't harm the environment. So if you're out there and you are wanting to invest into any project, mending business is there. And I know, and there'll be like opportunity for you to contact them maybe at the end of the program. Okay, so ladies, let's come back to the back to the interview. What kind of questions did you actually ask yourself when coming up with this business? What kind of things, actually, because obviously you were going through difficulties at that time. So, to set up with this business with no machinery, with no money, what kind of questions did you ask yourself before embarking on this business?
Yeah, we look at the viability of the product,
Yeah.
or how viable will it be to the consumer?
Yeah.
Because, and first of all, we know that we all have issues. We all talk about how our environment, we are having problem with our environment.
Yeah.
So when the idea came into mind, and when I saw it that, well, the paper can be an alternative to the problem we are having, the environmental problem we are having, I took it up. It encouraged me to research more into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the viability of the product and how the consumer will accept it is one of the reasons why we went into this business.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
the transition from the project stage into the actual business, did you have any fears into going into this business at all? Because
Yeah.
obviously maybe you were just experimenting whether this business will be viable or not. So between that time, that transition from the project stage to the actualization of this business, did you have any fears at all? Did you have any doubts?
Oh yeah, we did. I mean, we
Yeah.
have a case where people are importing paper all over, and we are trying to produce a scratch from Ghana. I mean,
Yeah.
from the very scratch,
Yeah.
and we even had people telling us, why are we wasting our time? We should just go buy paper and make paper bags and sell. But that wasn't really our focus. That wasn't what we were interested in.
Okay.
I mean, it's raw material. It is
Yeah.
easy to come by. It causes a lot of filth around if it is not disposed of properly. And if you can make the paper out of it, I believe it's beautiful. We do get scared every now and then. You have a competitor who just go and import the paper in, who just go and buy paper and make the paper bags. But this is unique, and that's what we tell our consumers. It's unique. It's from us. It's from
Yeah.
here in Takwa. It's from the plantain you see around.
Yeah.
It's not from anything you don't see. It's not from any chemical. It's just that plantain that fell down, that plantain that we harvested, and we're just going to cut it down and just let it rot. That is what this is coming from. And so far, so good.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So far, where do you see mending business? Like in the next 2-3 years, where do you see your business going?
Yeah, we see ourselves going outside Tapa, going everywhere outside Tapa, everywhere in Ghana, even outside Ghana. That's where we want to see ourselves. Yeah. And as you've given us the platform, we hope that you also, I know definitely, you'll give us another platform to introduce our products as where you are.
Definitely, definitely. Those watching me from UK, if you want any paper bags to actually, package your your stuff that you sell in here, I mean, contact me. We have mending business, our own local business from Ghana. That can, they can supply you paper bags. You don't have to buy them from anywhere. They can actually send it to you directly from Ghana, and this is so affordable. And it's high time we supported our own businesses. So mending business is an example. Yeah. And what was the mission from the outset of your company?
Right from the onset, it was all about reducing our unemployment rate. We didn't want to stay unemployed for long. We didn't want to depend on people for long. We wanted people to depend on us.
Okay.
At least we wanted to be able to pay people a salary, because I mean, we started and people were paying us salary, and then one day, poof, it was gone.
Okay.
And well, it wasn't a nice feeling. So our mission is to provide employment to the youth, especially. With this influx of the unemployment rate, if we can all get together and do all these things, a little research here, a little company up, a little support here and there, we should be able to, solve these our unemployment rates.
And another thing also, we were looking at, when the farmer when the farmer plants the plantain,
Mm-hmm.
it takes a year for it to harvest. And when he harvests, he just sell the plantain
Plantain,
or
yeah.
banana. Yeah, so we are also looking at the fact that we are giving extra value to the farmer. So outside harvesting and selling his plantain, we don't just go and pick the stems. We give them something as an extra value for their efforts.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
So the farmer also, yeah. That's what we do with the farmers. We don't just say, oh, go and pick a plantain. No, we deal with the farmers directly.
Okay, so it means, okay, if I'm getting you right, you source
Yeah.
it directly from
Yeah,
them.
Yes.
from the farmers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want anyone to go and take someone's plantain somewhere, a plantain that the farmer has suffered to
Bro.
plant. Or yeah. So we deal with the farmers directly. So he's getting something he gets something extra for his efforts.
Oh, okay. I like your courage, for what you're doing. I mean, it's so amazing. Your courage and your
And
confidence. Yeah, okay.
yeah,
I'm
aside
listening.
the plantain, okay.
I know you use plantain and corn husks, isn't it? You
Yeah.
know, yeah, for these two. And I know you don't want to go into the process because that is your business secret. That's fine. But then I would want you to share some of your business tactics, in trying to, reach out to your customers. I mean, not all, but maybe one or two tactics that you use, in trying to, deliver your products to to your customers.
Um First of all, we use most of the time we are always having our product with us. So
Okay.
when we meet you, we say, "Oh, this is our bag, plantain paper. We made it ourselves." We just want you to be aware that we
Mm-hmm.
did it ourselves, and it's encouraging. The comment we hear from people when you show it to people, they are interested. They are happy about it that you are doing such a innovative thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing we do. We use it ourselves. The reason is to test the durability. So we know that when we do this size or this thickness, this is how much weight it can
Can carry.
contain.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
And then when we started, we were giving it out for free. We we
yeah,
we we do the paper, we do the bags, and we virtually dash it to people to use,
yeah.
so that they can recommend us to other people.
Oh, okay, Ivy. Talking about, this freebies thing. Um, just tell I would just tell viewers how your typical day is, in terms of mending papers. Like when you wake up in the morning, how do you go about, your business? You know what I mean? Like a typical day in mending business.
Okay, we are up by 4 a.m.
Wow.
Yes, we are Christians, so we do our prayers and all that. By 5, we are out. By 5, we start production. We go through the various process. By 8 a.m., latest by 9 a.m., we are able to make about 50 papers, and then we set it out to dry. Then we come inside. The papers we already have already, then we start making the bags. By 3 p.m., we are done because we have to go on with the other aspects of our lives.
Actually, when they are gone, I continue with my research because sometimes we have to. It's when they bring like plantain stems when it's around and you need to process it. You don't just because they are gone, you just don't leave them. We continue. Sometimes I continue to like 9 p.m. and before I return to rest. So it's a lot of work and
Okay, I know. You said, mending business came in at a time that you were looking for, like an employment. So at the moment, is mending business, the only thing that you do, or you have other things that gives you, other sources, like do you have any other, source of income
yeah.
apart from mending business? Because I'm thinking, ooh, mending business takes all your time, isn't it? From 4 a.m. to 3, and Ama, you continue from there till 9. That's too much, isn't
Well,
it?
for now, I do it fully.
Yeah, but
But
I do.
Amma has
Yeah, I
a
have
job.
a. Yeah, I work in the mine.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
But
I work
ideally,
in
you
the
do
mine.
it, as a full time
Yes,
thing, isn't it?
yes,
That's
yes,
amazing.
yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So, to what do you attribute, the success of amending business? To what do you attribute, from 2008 until now? What are some of the things that has really helped you, to still stay in the market? So, just give us just a little bit of your success secrets.
It's about dedication,
Okay.
dedication, hard work, and prayer. Prayer, truly speaking,
Okay.
prayer also helps us. Yeah,
Okay.
dedication, hard work, and prayer. Because if you start something and you are not dedicated to it, it
Yeah.
will die out. Yeah, it will
Definitely.
die out. And
Definitely.
sometimes
So,
too, when we are tied up, like when we are facing a lot of challenges, we seek help from our mates. So
okay.
unfortunately, we didn't talk about our education. Yeah, let's talk about our education.
Okay,
We,
that's fine. Okay, good. Because
yeah.
I didn't know what to
Okay,
go
so
there because I thought
as
okay. Okay,
we
now that
attended
you brought it
Gofo
up.
School. Yeah, we attended Gofo School Complex. Yeah, in Takwa. Then
Okay.
I continued to Archbishop Porter Girls.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Archbishop Porter Girls in Takrade. From then, I went to study publishing studies in KNUST. In
Okay.
KNUST. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So
That's
yeah,
amazing.
we contact some of our mates for research, for advice and those things. I have a special sister, Rita, Rita Nkoma Boateng.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially when we get stuck with some of our process, we
Okay.
consult because she was also into another research about colors, chemic about natural colors,
Okay.
taking deriving colors from natural plants. Yeah. So
That's amazing.
in terms of colors and other things, when we are hyped up or when we need some ideas, we consult them. So we consult some of our mates. She also consults some of her. I did publishing studies, so she consulted
The engineers. I did chemical
the
engineering.
Oh, okay, so you did chemical engineering.
Yes.
That's wow. Well done, ladies. So after I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. When I meet
Thank
women
you.
who are so I don't know, so encouraged to do more. I don't know. I just warm up to them, and I'll say it's such a privilege to see you tonight. Honestly, so I'll say what is so unique about your business, because obviously mending business, before mending business, we had a lot of companies actually producing, paper bags. And as if that wasn't enough, We have people now, importing from from outside into Ghana. So what is so unique about your papers that you think, okay, people watching or even customers should invest or should even buy your product? What is so unique about Made Paper?
What is unique is about what we use for the production.
Okay.
Unique about what we use for the production. We are using plantains and banana stems and corn husk. It will interest you to know that's not the only thing that we are not stopping there. We are
Okay.
not stopping there in terms of our research. Recently, we started with another one, and we are still on it. We went for another material, and we decided to try our hands on it. We've not stopped at the plantain and corn husks. We want to add more. So that's one. Then it's biodegradable. When it falls, it rains, it will not choke any gutter. It will just mix up with our soil, and it wouldn't have any effect on the on the soil. And another thing, our product, we can recycle it ourselves. So when you use our products and you are no more, you don't want to use. Maybe you come and buy product from us, use it for occasion. You can gather our rubbish and bring this back to us. We recycle it. Yeah,
Wow.
that's something
Wow.
unique about our product.
Wow. Wow. Anybody watching us, this business is so super. It's apart from being eco-friendly, they can recycle their own product and
Yes,
just make something out of it again. You girls are
yeah.
smart. Very, 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 very smart.
Bring it back. That's all we're asking. Just
you
bring
know,
it back to us. We will recycle
Recycle.
it for you.
that's amazing. I
Yeah.
mean, now we're talking about corporate social responsibility, where we're giving back to giving back to where our businesses are, or should I say to the community. And I know your business is small. I mean, small but not small. What do you do, to help the community in which your business, is? What do you do to help, the community? Do you have any charitable thing that you've actually, set up or even started? What do you do to support your community? Because obviously people might be thinking, oh, okay, you are using, plantain stem, you are using corn husk, whatever it is. What, in your own small way, what are you doing or what have you done so far to support your community?
Okay. What we're doing right now is we are mentoring kids. We have school kids come over to our place over the weekends. We have a chat with them. We work with them. We make them understand that everything is possible so far as you put your mind to it. We edge them just as we have used the plantain, just as we have used the corn. We edge them to also be open to ideas.
Mm,
Where by the time they also grow up to be like us, I
mm-hmm.
mean, they would have researched into something more eco-friendly,
Wow.
right? Where our whole community will be able to, benefit from it. Yeah.
So it's
And we
all about
have
mentorship. Okay.
Yeah, we have four students that comes up regularly, and we are training them. We are training them on how to make our papers, and we are training them on how to make our papers. Yeah,
Okay.
and we've come to realize that there are a lot of uses that we can use the plantain the stems for.
Okay.
So it's another. We want to look at another project where we we are in talk with someone, a professor, to help us streamline things so that we can train some
Okay.
of our youth, so that they will also use the STEM for other products aside the paper because it can be used for other products. So we are in talk with the professor to
Okay.
help
That's fine.
us. Yeah.
You know, any
So
any
it's
young
a
person.
training. We
Mhm.
have some training in the pipeline to train more youth on what we are doing.
Wow. 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 So you say, okay, you're providing mentorship and also training. I mean, well
Yeah.
done. Well done. Mended papers. I really commend you
Thank
for
you.
that. I mean, for such a startup trying to provide mentorship and also training for the youth. I would say, kudos. Yeah, 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 yeah. So any youth that's actually seeking, for a job, if you happen to be in Tapa, Method Papers is offering mentorship and also, job training for any youth out there looking for employment. Yeah. So if you are to give any advice at all to anybody wanting to start a business like yours that has got like a lot of challenges. You're not too sure whether it will work. You're not too sure whether maybe you have a competitor that will spring forth. You're not too sure, how this business will pan out. What kind of advice do you have for any young girl or even a young boy wanting to start a business? Like not necessarily your type of business, but in any business at all. What kind of like advice do you have for the person?
Well, you know, don't give up.
Okay.
Don't give up. Yeah. If it doesn't work, try again. If it
Wow. I
doesn't
like
work,
it.
try again. Because let me give example. Sometimes we produce papers and they will all shrink. You don't know. You've done everything. You've done the right thing, but we don't stop there. We don't say because our papers have shrink, so we are no. You just start all over again. It's not easy. It's not easy to start all over again, but please don't give up. Just start. Continue on a small basis. You definitely get somewhere.
Get it. Get there. Get there.
Yeah.
Ivy, what do you have to
Because
say? What is your
Um,
advice?
be fearless.
Okay.
Be fearless. We were scared, yes. There's a very big competitor, yes, but be fearless. Believe in yourself. Believe
Yes.
that what I am doing, it will work out. So far as you are not causing harm to anybody, you are not causing harm to your environment, just be fearless. And you should be open to ideas. Don't let any opportunity pass you by. Don't let any comment
Hmm.
pass you by. I what brought about the use of the husk was we saw a plantain stem. We wanted it, and the owner asked, "What are we using it for?" And we said, "Oh, we are going to use it for paper." She was like, "Okay." So one day, if you wake up and there's no plantain stem, what will you do?
Okay.
that's what I
So we were quiet, like, wow. One day, if there's no plantain stem, what will we do? Then we started looking for alternatives. We looked at sawdust. We're
I was
still
going to
looking
come
at
there.
sawdust.
I was going to
Then
come there. You
we,
know what?
we, we
Because
went on the corn husk
yeah.
and we got it.
Okay. Because I could
Yeah.
tell that you
So,
two are so resolute, in what you are
yes.
doing. So I mean, it will be so hard for you to give up. But then,
yeah.
how do you generate new ideas? Because now you were, like you just said that, someone just told you, okay, what if one day you just woke up and they said, oh, okay, there wasn't any more plantain stand. What are
Yeah.
we going to do? So, how do you generate new ideas?
Um, we
Through every
don't
conversation you
yeah.
have with
Because
people.
this whole thing is based on
No,
this, isn't it?
even those we are working with, sometimes I'll tell them go and go and research and bring ideas. So
Okay.
any idea that anyone comes with, oh madam, let's do it like this. I said, okay, let's try it. So we don't ignore any ideas that anyone gives us. Sometimes you some people will tell you, oh, why don't you use it for um envelopes? I say, okay. So aside the paperback, we can use it for envelopes, we can use it to print complimentary cards and those
Okay.
things. So the paper bag is there, but we produce it to do other things like the envelopes, complimentary cards, any paper souvenirs that you want. We can use it for. So we don't ignore any.
Anything. At this point in life, we never ignore anything anybody says. You say it, good or bad, we take it. We sit down, we analyze, and then we move on. Yeah.
You know what? Just to even add it to what we are saying. Somebody has just asked you a question. What happened to my God Kenke since
Yeah,
you were
just,
doing
just,
this
just, just,
podcast?
just give it to us.
Somebody just sent a question
And
this
now
morning.
you see, someone asked me the same thing yesterday, and the interesting thing is, um, we take those. We take the hat when you pull
The used one, the one
we
they've already
make
used
use
for
of
the
it.
gun kinky. We've tried it to make paper from one before, and it worked.
It's like so we use it. So now we go to some of the food vendors.
And
Some
then
of
get
the
it
food
from them.
vendors we take their hats because after selling their food there,
They'll just go through it. They're just going through
rice cake. We have something we call rice cake.
Yeah.
Then yes, those people. So we take some of their waste also and we make use of it.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
nothing
Sorry, they
will
can
happen
still eat
to-
their gay cake.
Yeah, they can
They can still eat their
their
gay cake after they give it to us.
then we make paper out of it for them. And so
Wow.
nothing will
Wow.
happen to their cake.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. On that note, Ben, your garkenke is, it's a short.
It's
I mean, no
still
one is
there.
going That's right. So I'm not going to say what inspires you, but who inspires you. Like both of you, because like in life, we all have people that really inspires us.
Our mother,
Good.
our mom,
Wow.
Our parents.
Mom. Our parents,
Because
Wow.
I always my mom would tell me you can learn anything, even with madness, you can learn it. That's what she always tell us. So, and she always tell myself and our siblings that aside our regular job, we should look for something else to do. That's what she always tell us. So I can say my siblings, everyone is also an entrepreneur. So
Wow.
in
That's
the field,
amazing.
yes,
That's
yes,
amazing. That's
yes.
amazing.
Because she always tell us that we don't have to rely on one source.
One source.
And anything she tells us, anything you set your mind to it, you can do it. It's a abodampo betumesia. Now, where you understand what
Yes.
abodampo betumesia. It means that even with madness, you can learn it. Yeah, that's
Wow.
what she always tells me. So
Wow.
when you are
Mom,
doing
wherever
something,
you are, you know what I mean? I'm
yeah,
going to say thank you to your mom for raising these, amazing, beautiful girls. So wherever you are, Mom, God bless you for raising these champions. I wouldn't want us to continue too much without not showcasing your products. You know what I mean? So if the technical team is ready, they can just show us a bit of your of your job, like what you do. Elaine, when you're ready, let me know so that we can yes. So this is what mending business does. They just use, the corn husk as you can see on the screen and plantains. So these are, our sisters, doing the do. So you can see the end product. I could tell that's Joanne over there, working so hard with her hands, and this is the end product. This is the end product. This is so amazing. So if you want any paper bags for your wedding, for your engagement, for anything, for any occasion, mending business, is there to support you. So do not hesitate to contact them. So you can see the natural, materials, and these are all degradable. The papers are also, you can also recycle it, and they are all, degradable and eco-friendly. So if you want any paper bag, just like I said earlier on, contact Mending Papers. It's high time we supported our indigenous businesses, and Mending, Papers is one of them. I know this is a new startup, so obviously they might have challenges with machinery, tools and stuff like that, because they are using a low, they are actually preparing these bags right from the scratch with no machinery, with no, I would say, any mechanical support. So these are, just manual, labor. So if anybody out there, is willing to invest in Mending Papers, I think they'll be so appreciative of that. So that's Mending Business, Mending Papers. I know we'll show it again before the program ends. So what do you hope to see happen in the near future? Small businesses. I know we're talking about men and papers, but then, as business women, what do you two hope to see, happen in the near future for small businesses in Ghana?
Um, well,
In terms of, support from government, in terms of tax breaks like what do you hope to see, especially
I
for small
know.
businesses?
Yes. From the few people we are in contact with who are also into small businesses, the taxes are a little bit too much.
Too
You
much.
know, it's really at times it's really difficult getting investors. It makes you struggle a lot.
Mm,
It really really makes you struggle a lot, and we're just hoping that government will take interest in all these small businesses, a little fund, a little grant here and there, a little loan here and there,
which
a
is
little investment here and there, and
something.
I believe we will be able to solve all our even if it's not all, most of our unemployment rates, because I know a lot of people have a lot of ideas,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the money to do the startup, the money to sustain the business. So
Mm,
if we can have government agencies, private people, bigger companies, have an interest, give us grants, very good interest rate loans,
yeah.
good tax rates, so that we can all work hard and we can all make our various businesses sustainable.
That's amazing. Somebody just asked, all the way from America, has just asked, what is required to invest?
For now, we
Yeah.
need $250,000. Just
$250,000.
yes, just for us to get ourselves to where we want to get ourselves to.
Ooh,
We want to be able to produce about 1,000 papers translated into about 1,000 paperbacks in a day.
wow.
And you can imagine, I mean, the food chain, the number of farmers that will have to give us raw materials, the number
Mm-hmm.
of people we will get to employ to get this done. I mean, it will really, really, really help.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. And in a way, it will also help us with all our various environmental challenges that we are we are having. If every program if every program that requires packages will be
Mm-hmm.
using this biodegradable paper, you can
Mm-hmm.
imagine what will happen. Even if the person doesn't dispose of it well, we know that there's no way it is going to harm the soil. There's no way it will come back to harm us as we human beings. All
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, gradually, we will get to understand that, hey, this is good. Let us all buy into it. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Wow. So they are they're asking for $250,000. Anyone out there? I wanted to to
$250,000.
250,000.
Yes.
I wouldn't wait. I'm too.
Oh,
It's not. Do you know what? I know. Look, we've got another one also from US saying, have you tried marketing your products in the USA? Someone has just asked you that question because I told you people will be commenting, joining in, whatever. So
Yeah.
someone from US has said, have you tried marketing your products in the USA? Have you
No,
tried?
no, we haven't.
Why?
We haven't.
Why?
We haven't.
Any reasons? Any reasons why you've not spread, your tentacles? Any reasons for not marketing your products outside Ghana? Any
Um, we still have production challenges,
challenges? Okay.
right? Challenges because we cannot produce that much for us to send it outside Ghana. Yes, basically. So, but I mean, if we get this investor, we get bigger machines, more machines, we
Yeah.
should be able to supply worldwide. Yes.
Hello, world. All that these girls are asking for is machinery. So if anybody's interested, Mending Papers is calling for you. And okay, what kind of culture exists in your business? How was it established? Because I know you are two sisters, so it would be easy for you to do things together. Then what about the other people, like your employers or your colleagues? What is the culture that exists in your company, and how did you establish it?
We're all about hard work, dedication, and loyalty.
Okay.
Yeah, that is that. I mean, that is what we are working with. And aside that, we are very, very safe in everything that we do. I
Okay.
mean, we told you we are from Takwa. It's basically a mining town.
Yeah.
And when there's a mine in your town, the safety transcends from the mine to you because every day they talk about it. You have to
Yeah.
be safe in everything that you do. And since we've ever been miners before, I mean, that culture is still there.
Mm.
We are safe in every single thing that we do. It's eco-friendly, yes, but in the process, we have to be safe.
It's
Yeah.
sick.
So,
Oh, do you know I also grew up in a mining town?
wow. Where?
Oh yes.
Where?
Oh yes, Aquitia, the diamond
Wow.
mines.
Diamond, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're all, mining girls, isn't it?
Yeah, the mining girls. Yeah.
So this to show you that it's not only the mining that we are interested to explore more aside the mining.
Okay.
Aside mining, we have the ability to do explore more. There are many opportunities that we want to go into. Some people will say, oh, mining people like only mining jobs. Yeah,
Got
it's
it.
nice, it's good, but we are open to other opportunities.
Other
Yes.
opportunities. Okay, good. So, how do you build a successful, customer base? How do you do it? Because you're in Takwa, you know what I mean? And I know Takwa is not as big as Accra, it's not as big as Takoradi, it's not as big as Kumasi. So how have you been able to build your customer base?
Yeah. Let me give you an example. Some people will call from Accra
Mm-hmm.
and say, oh, but when we tell them, oh, we are in Takwa, and it's like they feel, oh, how will you get our product to us? We want to tell everyone everywhere that in as much as Takwa, we come to buy things from Accra and bring it to Takwa. In the
Yeah.
same way, you can also come and buy things in Takwa and send it to Accra. So please don't, when you hear that we are in Takwa, please don't let it.
Respect.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
and we are very lovely people. We have very good communication skills. We have good interpersonal relationship. We talk to you. We that's how come we used to do the freebies. We give the product to you, use it, give us a recommendation. Yes, and so far, so good. I mean, we are not fraudsters, we are not scammers, we are real.
Mm.
And you get value for the money that you give us.
Wow.
and
Wow.
when we um any suggestion that the customer makes, we don't just take it just like it's just a suggestion. We work on it.
We work on it, yes.
We work on it. We work on any suggestion that we make.
That's amazing. I would want the technical team to also bring up your products again. So I would want us to put it back on the screen so the viewers can see what you do. Yeah, this is what the mending papers is all about. They use natural products, and this is just plantain stem on husk, to make paper. So viewers, these are degradable products. These are eco-friendly. You can easily, um, that's why you can tolerate it. So these are the stuff that we should try into. Thank you. I think somebody has also suggested that. I think you ladies should put your product out there, just like you are doing now on the next show. Use social media to make people more aware of the product. You can get more investment that way. So this is also from America. Yeah.
Sure.
And also, I've got the lady from America is called Lucinda, and also I've got one from Ghana, Accra, also saying we would like to get them. So this is also from Accra. Somebody has also offered we would like to market them. And I've got another one also from US, because I will be interested in an investment like this, but I'll see what I can do. So far, so good. So let's see how. So what are some of the tricks, that has actually kept you focused, to date? What are some of the tricks that you actually have, under your belt to make mending papers, so that's the sustainable, to date? What are some of your business tricks? Don't go into, like, I know every business has got their own tricks, but the few that you can share. Any business tricks?
Any business.
Any business tricks?
Then, like we said, we don't let any opportunity go by us anymore.
Okay.
Anything you say, good, bad, ugly, we take it. We pick something out of it. We learn from it. I remember, I think earlier this year, and we were really at a fix. So I reached out to colleagues of mine, friends of mine, that, hey, I'm doing this project, I'm doing this business, I'm at a fix, and I need help. And all the people were like, why are you wasting your time? Why are you wasting your time? Just go import like everybody's doing and just be okay. But I had only one person who went like, well, today I don't have the answer for you, but don't give up. I will also look for the answer for you, and we will make it work. And well, she really didn't come back, but we figured it out. We really, really figured it out. And right now, all the tricks we are using is anything you say, good, bad, ugly, we just take it and we work with it. Yes.
That's amazing. Can I just appeal, not to only investors alone, but then can I appeal to the Ghana government? We have a lot of, the youth with amazing ideas, but don't have the necessary capital, or should I say the startup, capital to go into such ventures. Looking at mending papers, I could tell that these girls are full of ideas, but what they lack, one is the machinery, two is the money to invest, into their business in order to actually produce in larger quantities to reach out to the whole world. And trust me, when they get, the necessary support, one, they'll be able to provide mentorship, they'll be able to provide employment, they'll be able to do a lot for the community. So I plead with you that if you can organize workshops where the youth can, just listen to them and have a day, set aside where these youth can come with their ideas, where they can where you can look into it and see how you can help some of them, even if not all, some of them. Mending papers is one. I'm just and this is something that's really, really, really touching my heart. Not because maybe I'm from the mind or anything, but the fact that you are using local materials, doing things, with no proper machinery, nothing. But then you're just using your raw hands, trying to do things. It's I don't know, mind blowing. And I think you need the necessary support. So apart from the, maybe the outside investors, maybe government, should look into some of these things that you're doing. Because one, you are actually going into research, and research, takes a lot of time, takes a lot of money, takes a lot of dedication, which I would say, should be given an attention to. So anybody, watching me any part of the world, if you can help these ladies, I think they'll be so happy. Yeah. Any advice to the youth? What kind of advice do you want to give to the youth? Because everybody's saying we don't have any jobs. We are waiting for the government to give us jobs. We are waiting for, community leaders to give us jobs. But you have taken it on board. You've taken it on your chin to do something, on your own or by yourselves. What kind of advice can you give to the youth? What kind of advice?
I will say,
especially those who have lost hope, who think, oh, okay, after university, I can't get, a white collar job. I can't work in an office. I can't, you know what I mean? Be in the office environment. So I think my life has come to an end. But here you are, dirtying your hands, doing something with your hands. You know what I mean? Because somebody would have said, I'm a chemical engineer. But then you have dared and, channeled your knowledge into something else. So what kind of advice would you give to people?
I would say we should be daring.
Okay.
Okay, we should be daring. We should be daring. We should be dared to be different. Yes. Some time ago it's easy for you to get a job, but now it is not like that. If you sit down and you think about it, you can get something to do. Yes, it will be difficult. Yes, you wouldn't get a funding. Yes, you wouldn't get the support, but be daring. Do not give up. Don't just throw in the towel. All right. We have friends, we have family. Put your idea together. Don't give up, even when you fail. Put it together. Reach out to friends. Reach out to family. Little by little, let's just start up. And I strongly believe one day, we will make it. One person, yes, we have a slogan, Ebefa. One day, Ebefa. I remember when we were kids, we used to hear about a man called Despite. Our parents used to tell us that he used to sell cassettes. But I never saw him selling cassettes. That was what they told me. But I grew up seeing that man as a very big man. And when we researched about him, it was true. He did sell the cassette, but now look at where he is. Yes. Now we are dating in our hands. Some year to come, 2 years to come, 5 years to come. You will see us and you will wonder. And that is how it is.
That's the spirit.
Yes. That is how it is.
Yeah.
Start little. It's difficult, but start little. Just be daring. Dare the status quo. And you will break through.
Wow. I like your attitude. And I like your spirit, honestly. I don't think mending business will go anywhere. Mending business has come to stay.
It's really not going anywhere.
Ebefa.
That is our slogan.
Ebefa.
So, what is the highlights of your business? What is the highlights of your business? What have you done that, what is the highlight of your business? Like in terms of maybe what have you done that made maybe a customer so happy that, creates, a lasting memory,
Well, we have a customer. We really suffered before we got her. She really didn't think the paper was so durable. So we took it to her and we asked her to put bottles of wine into the bags and then just pick it up. She put it in, she picked it up. Somebody just entered the shop to buy wine. And we said, just give it to the person. If it tests, the person will definitely come back. The person goes, we go. Then she calls and says, wow, the paper is good. The guy came back and was like, wow, what a paper. And you should have seen us that day. We virtually took papers, went to town and bought wines and put them in the paper and was We were just walking around in town just to, just to let people know that, hey, we are not kidding with what we are doing. We are not joking with what we are
Wow.
doing.
Wow. 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 That's amazing. That's so amazing. Viewers, as just like we all know, starting a business, it's not easy. It calls for dedication. It calls for prayers. It calls for, it sucks every energy
Out of you.
you. And sometimes, yes, it's out of you. And sometimes you even doubt yourself
Oh
whether
yeah.
what you're doing is doing the right thing. Why am I even doing this to myself? Why? The whys and the hows and everything. But today, you've really encouraged us. You've told us that, how you've persevered till now, and even encouraging the youth out there how they shouldn't give up on themselves and how they start small and one day at the fact. Yeah, you know what I mean. And also, I would say that starting your own business, helps you to, it helps you to know what God has deposited in you. Because until you try something, you never know how refined you are, how good you are until you put your energy into something. So, like I would say, thank you for coming on to tonight's show to educate us, to empower us, and also to enlighten us. Not to give up, on ourselves, on our dreams, and telling us that look, there's hope for the future,
Yes.
and anybody at all can dream, to become whoever he or she thinks can become. So, viewers, thank you so much. And before I go, I want you to give your final words to, like to everyone watching YouTube. I want you to give your final words.
Okay. Um, First of all, I will entreat our viewers to support small businesses
Mm-hmm.
by purchasing our products, purchasing made in the products that you see youngsters or young entrepreneurs coming up. Let's purchase it, and it's like let's encourage ourselves with what we are, whatever that we are doing. If someone comes out with a product, let's encourage by purchasing the product. Yeah, that's
Okay.
what we have for our
Okay.
viewers.
Good. Before I become sane, if somebody wants to get in contact with you, or if somebody wants to purchase your product, is there any number that you want to put out there? Is there anything that you want to how can people reach out to you?
Yeah. You can reach out. Our email is mendingpapers@gmail.com. Mending
Mendingpapers@gmail.com.
gmail.com.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And any number,
Um,
that
yeah, 0243 736
slow
0
down a bit, slow down because maybe for all people, someone might be writing it somewhere. So slow down. So zero.
0243 736
Mm-hmm.
042.
Okay, if you can repeat yourself again.
0243
Okay.
736
Mm-hmm.
042. Yeah.
Good, 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 good. I've got someone also from UK also saying, God bless you, ladies, for daring into for daring to venture, uh, for daring to venture in the uncommon. Well done. And I've got I don't know where this person is from, but I think also from Facebook. He's called Kwesi Hughes Jr. And he also says, great interview. God bless you all. I've got Irene Abwaji.
Yeah, Carrie.
Yeah, Carrie
Yeah.
also say, proud of you girls. So, and I've also got also another lady called Adelaide, also from UK, also saying proud of you. And I mean, the comments are, a lot of comments. I can read everything, but obviously people are really listening. So before I end tonight's interview, I would just urge viewers to share the link. Please subscribe to the Inside View with Nana, and also press the notification bell so that anytime I happen to post new videos, you'll be notified. And also, I've got another one also from UK called Samuel Kobnaningsing, also saying, amazing ladies, keep up the hard work, upwards. So people are congratulating you for daring, yes, for daring to, for venturing into the uncommon. Your business, as I would say, is so uncommon, and well done, well done, well done. So tonight, wow, I wish we could, go on and on and on. But before we end, I would want us to, showcase your product again before we end, tonight's interview. So, in the technical team, yes, thank you so much. So this is the corn husk and also the plantain stem. Yeah. So that's the end product. That's the paper bags that you see out there. So anybody wanting paper bags for their funerals, for the engagement, for their weddings, this is mending business for you. If you contact them, they will gladly supply or I would say meet your orders. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Girls, thank you so much for tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nana. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Yeah, anytime. I mean, this platform is there to support, local businesses, and also for people to share their success stories, and also to motivate people, and also to educate people as well. That's what and the inside is all about. So for tonight, viewers out there, thank you so much for tuning in to the Inside View, and see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.